all the way down. Cross your legs, rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and just have a bit of a wriggle around. So rock forwards on your seat bones, maybe curl into the lower back, have a roll through the shoulders, and then find stillness. And just sink down into the mat. And as much force as is pushing down, see if you can now lift up with equal force. Pushing down into that seat, lifting and lengthening. Wrapping in around the waist, nice and wide, nice and broad across the shoulders. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. So let that inhale lift your chest, make you sit slightly taller. And then your exhale, slowly start to round through the back. It doesn't have to be a big movement to start with. Inhale, lift nice and tall through the crown of the head, open through the chest. Exhale, slight round through the spine. So it's like a gentle cat-cow. Inhale, lift through the spine. Take your time. Exhale, arch and round. Last two. Exhale. Last one. And then exhale. And then lift your arms out to the side. So cactus the arms. Inhale, keep the elbows there. Inhale, try and reach the hands further back. And exhale, bring your hands all the way down. So we're working on internal and external rotation at the shoulders. So inhale, go all the way up and back. If I spin sideways, you can see. Exhale, bring it all the way down. Inhale, lift all the way. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it down. Go one last breath. Inhale, lift. And then exhale down. From that position, take your hands to your lower back. Interlace your fingers. Reach the knuckles back. Open across your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really try and expand the rib cage as you inhale all the way to the top of the lungs. And then exhale. One last big full deep breath. And exhale. Release your hands. Bring your hands forwards. Just step your knees back. Find all fours. So hands and knees. Spread the hands nice and wide so you can see the mat between the fingers. Tuck the toes, pull the waist in and just hover your knees off the floor. So pushing down into the hands, pulling in through the waist, nice and long through the crown of the head. Holding that for 5, 4, 3, waist in, 2, 1. Stretch it back into downward facing. Heels push away, legs lengthen, hips lift high. Breathe here. Exhale. As you exhale, push into the hands. Breathing in and breathing out. Softness to the knees if the hamstrings are still really tight. Breathing in and breathing out. Come forwards to a plank position. Hold that plank position. Rest your left knee. Take your right leg to the back of the mat. Reach your right arm up. Big inhale. And then exhale, take that right arm overhead so you open out through the right side of the body. Big stretch. Reach your right fingertips away. Really lengthen. Stretch through that right side body. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly bring that right hand down. Bring your right knee into the chest and step your right foot forwards. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, open through that left hip. Pull the waist in, tuck the tailbone under, breathing in. Breathing out, slowly go forwards, breathing in. Breathing out, slowly take it forwards. Breathing in. Last one, breathing out, hands down to the inside of the right foot. Tuck your back toes, straighten your back leg so the back knee lifts off the floor. Long extension through that left hip. Breathe here. Exhale, try and bend more into the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, so you're trying to lower the hips as you bend that right knee. 2, 1, place the left knee down, take your right knee back, and then we switch over and go the other way. So left leg stretches to the back of the mat, left arm lifts, and then comes overhead. So we get a big stretch through the side of the body. Push into your left foot, reach over through your left fingertips. So really try and extend the fingertips way beyond the top of your yoga mat. Big breath here. Exhale, bring that left hand down, and then step your left foot forwards. Reach your arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Big breath out. Go forwards into that right hip. Tuck your tailbone. Pull the waist in. Lift through the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. So on that exhale, you go a little bit further forwards. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. Exhale, take your hands down inside of your left foot. Tuck the back toes, straighten that back leg. So keep it strong and active, thigh is working. And then you try and bend the left knee more so the hips go lower. So you come further forwards into the right hip stretch, holding it here. Breathing in and out. For 2. And 1. Rest that back knee down. Take your left knee back next to your right knee. Tuck both toes. Step back into downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften and bend the knees. Walk your feet in towards your hands. Bring it all the way forwards and fold. Rest the upper body. Belly, chest, shoulders, crown of the head. Push down into the feet, pull in through the waist and start to roll up through the spine. Taking your time, really nice and slowly. Pull in, curl the spine all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, step your right leg back. Keep the knee lifted. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, high lunge. So open through that right hip. Pull the waist in. Slightly think about tucking the tailbone under. Move into that left hip, into the left knee. Stretch through the right hip, sorry. Big breath. Exhale. And then take your hands back to the top of the mat. Step your right foot back to the top of the mat. Curl and roll up through the spine. So pulling in through the waist, rolling up. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, lift. Exhale, take it down, hands to the floor. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, big step back, left leg. Keep the knee lifted. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, pull in around the waist. Move into the stretch through that left hip. Lift and lengthen through the side of the body. Reach up through the fingertips. Breathing in. Breathing out. Go a little bit further forwards. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take your hands down to the floor. Left foot steps forwards. Meet the right foot. Roll up through the spine. Take your time. This time at the top, interlace the hands behind your back. Stretch the knuckles back, open across the chest, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more, reach the hands further back. Exhale, let them go. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, fold. So we'll build on that step back. Inhale, take a breath at the bottom. Exhale, step your right leg back. High lunge, lift up, reach your arms up to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Go one more big breath. And then as you exhale, take your left arm forwards, right arm back, turn your right toes, warrior two. So I then usually need to make my stance longer. You don't have to, but if it feels good, stretch the feet a bit wider, reach the arms out, go into the depth of that left thigh so you feel the work in the left thigh. Push the outside edge of your back foot down so you're not falling in on that foot. Really push out and down. Flip your left palm. Reach up to the sky, take it back. Big stretch through the left side body. 3. Hold it here. 2. On 1, windmill your hands all the way to the top of the mat and step your right foot forwards. Bow the body forwards. Roll up through the spine. Curl all the way up. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold the body forwards. Inhale, breath at the bottom. Exhale, big step back with the left leg. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Pull the waist in. Bend into that front knee and soften the back knee. If it takes the pressure away from the lower back, lift up and forwards through the chest, breathing in, breathing out. One more breath. Exhale, right arm forwards, left arm back, so we open to warrior two. Right knee bends, arms are wide. Shoulders are strong to keep the arms up and reaching out. Right thigh working. Right palm flips, reach and reverse, lift up and back, open through the chest. 2 and 1. Windmill your hands all the way to the top of the mat. Step your left foot in next to your right foot and fold. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Take your time. Reach the arms up to the sky, big breath, hold them up there this time. Bring your feet so they touch, big toes in at ankles, bend in the knees, find your chair, pull the waist in so the back is nice and flat, not sticking the hips back, pull in through the front of the body, squeeze your knees, 5, keep the breath going, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, rise up to stand, big inhale. Big exhale, fold forwards, take your hands down to the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out, right leg steps back, high lunge, lift up. Open through that right thigh. Big stretch through the right hip. Lift your chest, just make sure you're not arching in the lower back. Think about lifting up and then slightly lean back. So there's got to be a lift to start with. Warrior two, left arm forwards, right arm back. Stretch the arms out wide. Flip the front palm. Reach and reverse. Open the left side of the body. And then this time come back to warrior two. From your warrior two, lightly rest the left elbow. So don't drop all the weight through the elbow. Reach your right arm up and over. So this left elbow can actually lift and reach away. So challenge the side of the body. 3, 2, 1. Back to warrior two. Flip the left palm again. Left thigh should be feeling it. Reach up and back. Big stretch. And then as you exhale, the hands come all the way forwards, and so does the right foot. Step to the top of the mat and fold. Take a breath here. And exhale. Slowly roll up, pull your waist in. Take your time. Sweep the arms up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Take your left leg back, step your left leg back, rise up, high lunge, lifting through the chest, opening through the front of the body, but just be conscious you don't lean into the low back. So lift up and open through the chest and the shoulders. Softness in that back knee if it makes things more comfortable. Take your right arm forwards, left arm back, warrior two. So the depth is that right thigh, that's where you feel it. Flip the right palm, reach and reverse, big stretch, and then come forwards. Right elbow lightly rests on your right thigh, left arm up and over. Maybe lift your right elbow and reach it over to the left side of the room for 3, 2, 1. Back to warrior two. Flip your right palm, reach up to the sky, open that right side of the body. Exhale, take your hands all the way down. And this time you'll step into the back of the mat. So take your right foot back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Rest your knees wide to the yoga mat. Point your toes back together. Settle the hips over the heels. Rest your chest down in between the belly, in between the thighs, and bow the forehead. Breathing in and breathing out. So try and soften the breath here. Easy big breath. So try and expand the belly. Try and really push the breath into the chest, into the belly, and then into the thighs. Take 2 more, all the way in, all the way out, all the way in, all the way out. Rise up to all fours, hands and knees. Take your right leg back, kick the right leg into space, and take your left arm forwards. So opposite arm and opposite leg. Look down to the floor, inhale here. Exhale round and bring them in together. Just 4 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale round and bring them in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale round and bring them in. Last 2. Exhale. Last 1. Exhale, keep that right knee into the chest. Place your left hand down and step your right foot forwards. Lift your arms up. Open through the front of the body. Big stretch. Hands into prayer. Take a twist. Left elbow outside of right knee. Breathe in, navel to spine, lengthen. And then breathe out, go into the twist. Breathe in, navel to spine, lengthen. Breathe out, twist. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Last 1. Exhale. Look down to the floor. Just take your left hand down to the ground. Reach your right arm up and step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat. So you come into a side plank position. Take that right arm overhead so you find a big side stretch. Reach your right fingertips away. Breathe here. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. 1 more breath. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Take it back into downward facing dog. So lift the hips, push the heels away. Take a long, big breath in. And a big breath out. Look to the top of the mat, step your left foot forwards, turn your right toes out, warrior two, lift up, open the arms out nice and wide. Breathe all the way in, all the way out, go lower, all the way in, feel the lift through the spine, all the way out, go lower. One more big breath. And exhale. Then straighten your left leg. Turn the left toes in so they point to the right side of the room. Reach your arms overhead. Legs strong, so lift through the thighs. Lean forwards with a straight spine. So you'll probably get about halfway, and then you'll find that you're unable to keep the spine straight any longer. So just hold it there for 5, 4, feet are gripping the mat. 3, legs are active. 2, 1, hands come down, relax into a forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Just try and tip the weight more into your toes rather than your heels. And then slowly walk your hands all the way around to the top of the mat. Rest your back knee down, so rest your right knee. Kick your left leg back into space. So we're ready to go on that left-hand side. Reach your right arm forwards. Inhale. Exhale, round and pull in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round and pull in. We go 4. Pull in. 3. Pull in. 2. And in. Last one. And in. Hold the knee into the chest. Place your right hand down. Step your left foot forwards. Inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Hands into prayer. Take a twist, right elbow outside of left thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw that left shoulder back to help you twist. Inhale. Exhale. Go 3 more. Use the exhale breath to twist. Use the inhale breath to make your space. Look down to the ground. Take your right hand down. Lift your left arm up. Take your left foot to the very back of your yoga mats and reach the left arm over so you get a big stretch through the side. Breathing in and out. Reach your left fingertips away. Find the stretch. Really lengthen. Expand through the ribs and the waist. And then bring your left hand down. Take it back into downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Step your right foot forwards. I'm just going to change around, but your right foot goes forwards. Left toes turn out. Warrior two. Open out. So right foot forwards, right knee bend. Push into the outside edge of that left foot, then straighten your right leg. Turn your right toes in. Soften the knees, and this time let the spine just round forwards and fold. So my knees are soft, not quite so much pressure through the backs of my legs, upper body relaxed. And then take your hands to the outside of your ankles, to the back of your ankles, and pull yourself into that fold. So use the grip, the strength in your wrists, elbows, shoulders. Lift your hips at the same time. Breathe here. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your hands beneath your face. Walk your hands around to the right foot and step back into downward facing dog. So bring it all the way back. Keep your toes tucked, bring them together and rest your knees to the floor. So my big toe knuckles touch, knees come down, hands walk back in. So you get that strong stretch for the moment through the soles of the feet. Place your hands on the thighs. Take a big breath in, let the shoulders roll. Big breath out. Big breath in, let your shoulders roll. Big breath out. Go for 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Bring your fingertips forwards. Keep the toes tucked. Just lift your knees so the stretch goes a little bit more intense. So you take the weight off the knees. Just keep it on the feet. You can walk the hands in and balance there, or keep the hands down. So you're just balancing on the toes. So on folded toes if I move my hands. For 3. So if you wobble, that's all right. You've got your hands to kind of catch you. 2. 1. Walk your hands back out and go into downward facing dog. Give the feet a shake out. Starting on the left side, lift your left leg high. Point the toes this time. Lift that leg as high as you can. And then bring your left knee in and step your left foot forwards. Reach your hands to the top of your yoga mat. Push into the left foot. Point the right toes and lift. So with pointed toes, try and lift as high as you can through that back leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. Fold your body down at the same time. So you're lifting up with the right toes, folding down with the body. And then step your right foot next to your left foot. Both feet are together. Roll up through the spine. Take your time. Really nice and slow. Pull in through the waist. Breathing in. Breathing out. Reach your arms up. Big inhale. Keep them up overhead. So notice that your biceps and your ears are in one line. So try not to let the arms come forwards. Try and keep them in line with the head. Shift your weight to the left foot. Bend your right knee into the chest. Point the toes. And then kick that right leg back as you stretch the body forwards. Think about the position of the arms. Doesn't matter if you don't go as far down, but try and keep the arms lifted, the shoulders working. Back of the body strong for 3, 2, 1. Big step back, high lunge. Inhale, lift and open through the chest. Exhale, take your hands all the way down to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath. And exhale. Same on the right side. Point the right toes, lift that right leg. Keep reaching up and back. So you're trying to touch up towards the ceiling. And then bring that right knee in and step. Rise up. No, don't rise up. Bring your hands back down. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Push into your right foot. Lift your left leg. So look towards the right foot. Bow the upper body. Lift your left leg. So bow the body. Lift. Bow the body. Lift. And then step the left foot next to the right foot. Roll up to standing. Take your time. Pull the waist in. Slowly rise up. Arms come up to the sky. Big inhale. And then your weight goes into the right foot. Left knee lifts in this time. And pivot on your right hip. So go forwards as you kick back. Lengthen. Breathe. Reach forwards. Keep the hands High, keep the shoulders working. 2, 1, long step. High lunge, open. Exhale, bring your hands all the way down and step back into downward facing dog. Big breath in. Take a big sigh out. Big breath in. Big sigh out. And then rest your knees. So in a seated or kneeling position. So my toes are pointing back now. They're not tucked under, they're pointing back behind me. We did this a while ago, but you're going to place your hands by your knees. So my fingertips and the top of my knees are in one line. And the first stage is just how much can you push down into your hands. So you'll see as I sit here, if I look down to the floor so it's a bit clearer, as I push, a bit like cat-cow, I'm trying to round up into the back of my shoulders. And at the same time, I'm really pulling in through the waist. So that's the first motion. So just push down, pull in through the waist, and then release. So you get used to pushing in the hands. So push down, pull in through the waist, and release. So you can stay there. That doesn't feel too heavy. It just feels like I'm trying to push into my shoulders. Second option is to keep your feet down on the floor, but as you push into your hands, you let the hips and the knees lift. So my feet stay down, but as I push, knees and hips lift because I'm pulling my waist in so much. So look towards your knees, push into the hands, pull through the upper body. So you're kind of pushing the ground away and at the same time pulling in. So push into the hands, pull in, try and lift the knees. You've not got to take all the weight because the feet are down, remember, just go once more. And lower. Reach the arms up to the sky. Interlace the hands, slide them to the back of the head. Breathe in, open the chest and the collarbones, elbows wide. Exhale here. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. And then slowly come forwards, both hands down. Tuck the toes, take it back into downward facing dog. Big stretch. All the way in. All the way out. All the way in. All the way out. Left foot, take it towards the outside of the left hand. Big step. Rest your back knee down. Point your back toes. Hands are underneath the face. Now, if this feels like a really big hip stretch for you, stay here. Or you start to wriggle your left foot forwards and let that be more intense through the front of the left thigh. So if I just move my hands so you can see, started to straighten that left leg away from me a little bit, but my weight is in my hands. So I'm not worrying that it's too much through my hips or my pelvis because my hands are taking some of the weight. Looking down to the floor. And maybe every couple of breaths, you just wriggle that left foot a little bit further forwards. So there's more challenge into the back of the left foot, left thigh. Breathe. Exhale. In breath. And out breath. One more. Exhale. Now really push into your hands. Slowly bring the left foot back and step your left knee back next to your right knee. Tuck the toes. Go back into downward facing dog. Just notice how that feels, how the back of both legs feels. Roll forwards to a plank. Lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, point the toes. Small lift through the chest, doesn't have to be huge. Exhale, lower. Toes tuck. Knees bend back into downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Right foot all the way to the outside of the right hand. Rest your back knee. And your hands are underneath the face. So you might stay here if that's plenty, or you start to wriggle that right foot forwards and slowly take a bit more of a stretch or a bit more of a challenge into that right hamstring. But your weight is in the hands, so you're not having to worry about holding your body weight. You move slow. If you have blocks, it's quite nice for your hands to be on blocks because you don't feel like you're leaning quite so far forwards. But I didn't cue that before you got here, so never mind. Breathe. Exhale. Two more. Exhale. Last one. And then important to push into the hands as you carefully bring that right knee back. Both hands, both knees. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, arch and round through the spine. Inhale, look forwards, open the chest. Exhale, arch and round through the spine. One more, forwards, big inhale. Take it back, big exhale. And then neutral position through the spine. Take your right foot out to the right side. So if you've got the space, right foot goes out, lift all the way up. Take your right hand down your right leg, lift your left arm up, take a big stretch over to the right side. So big, long side stretch. Pull the waist in, try not to let the hips stick back, and you'll feel that should make it even stronger. Breathe here. Exhale. 3 deep breaths. Really try and challenge around the left hip. Last big deep breath. And then slowly bring your hands forwards. When you come to all fours, just notice the difference in the side of the waist. And then take your left leg out, rise all the way up. Left hand down the left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Big stretch through that right side body. Pull the waist in and reach through the right fingertips. Breathing in. Breathing out. So almost let the weight of that right arm come over, pour over to the left side of the room. Big breath. And then slowly come all the way up. Take both hands down. Take both knees down, tuck the toes, just stretch back into downward facing dog and have a wriggle through the hips. So just rock your hips kind of side to side, pedal through the feet. And then walk your feet in towards the hands, bend the knees and have a seat. Give them a wriggle around. And then you're going to take your left knee. I'm going to mirror you actually because it'll be easier. So take your left knee. Left knee comes under, right leg goes over. So I'm trying to get my knees to stack. I've got my left knee underneath and my right knee on top. Feet are then out to the side. Take your hands onto the feet so they don't move. Now really try and wriggle both seat bones into the floor. So particularly that right seat bone, push it down into the ground and lean forwards whilst both seat bones are pushing down. If that right seat bone is down, you'll feel the stretch. If you let that right seat bone lift, your body's going to not feel it so much. So really try and anchor the seat bones down, almost not let yourself come so far. If you feel like you can hold it without the pressure on the hands, reach the hands out in front of you and bow down. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breath in. And out. Okay, walk your hands back. Keep the legs as they are. So you can try this, and if you get all tangled up, we can just start again. So you're going to come forwards with your fingertips, lift the hips, spin over to your left, lift, keep spinning to the back of the room, over to your right, and then when you sit back down, the opposite leg should be on the bottom. I feel like that probably didn't come across Zoom very well. I don't know. Usually it's a bit of a, a bit of a mess in the studio. So your right knee now should be on the bottom and your left knee on top. And then push your left seat bone down. Hands onto your feet and lean forwards. I don't actually know if Zoom does mirror me. So I might have just made that really confusing. I think I've just made that really confusing. Is this my right? No one can see. Jodie, put your hand up if this is my right. No.
That's the left as we're looking,
Yeah.
so you're not mirrored.
Oh no, this is my left.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm not
right.
mirrored. Okay, all the confusion there. I hope you're having a good stretch. I hope you're all just doing your own thing and feeling it anyway. Okay, slowly come up. Thought I might have got that wrong. Give your legs a shake out. Both feet together, soles of the feet together. Hold on to the shins, front of the ankles. Inhale, lift, open through the chest. Exhale, round, pull the waist in, curl through the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, and we're going to hold this shape. Take your hands to the outside of the knees, bring the knees together, feet touch, knees touch, arms reach out. Pull the waist in, go a little bit further down. So you roll onto the back of the tailbone. Going to extend your right leg, point the toes, slowly lower, and lift back up. Bend the right knee. Extend the right leg, point the toes, slowly lower, and lift back up. Bend. Once more each side. Right leg extends, right leg lowers, right leg lifts, knee bends, left side extend, lower, lift, and then bend. Keep the feet there, big toe knuckles, inner ankles touching. Roll down really slow, all the way to the floor. Take the arms overhead, big long stretch. Reach the toes away. Breathe in and breathe out. Big breath in and out. Bring your arms down by your side. Walk your feet in. So feet are about hip width. Tailbone tucks so that the lower back is in a more stable position. You're able to pull in through the front of the body. Push into the feet, roll up through the spine. Take your time, no rush. Feel the feet ground down. Feel the spine peel all the way up. Pressure down through both shoulder blades, the backs of the arms, the hands. Big lift through the front of the body. Now from here, if you like, you can take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and reach the knuckles to the feet. What you'll want to do is wriggle the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. So it's going to give you more lift and opening through the chest. Driving the hips up. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the hands if you did have them interlaced. Roll the spine down to the floor as slowly and as carefully as you can. Bringing it all the way down. Take the arms out wide. Lift the legs up towards the sky, so both legs lift up. Give the feet a little bit of a wriggle around. Mobilize through the feet. And then take the hands to the back of the head and the neck. Lift the head, neck, shoulders. Only a few times. We're going to extend that right leg. Hold it just off the floor. 3, 2, and on 1, see if you can turn so your right elbow goes to the left knee. Bring it back to center. Right leg lifts. Left leg extends. 3, 2, twist on 1. Bring it back to center. Lift the left leg. Lower the right leg. 3, 2, twist on 1. Bring it back. Lift the right leg last time. Lower the left leg. 3, 2, twist on 1. Bring it back. Let the left leg rest. Take the right leg down. Reach the arms all the way back overhead. Big full breath. And exhale. Bring the left knee into the chest. Hold on to the left knee. Gentle rock from side to side. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And out, full twist. Let the knee go across. Left arm reaches out to the left side of the room. Allow the full spine to twist so your gaze gently falls to the left. Don't force it, don't crank the head round, but just let the gaze wander to the left if it can. Left knee goes over to the right. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly bring it back. Give that left knee a hug into the chest. And then with your left hand, reach for the left foot. And you're going to take a half happy baby. So only the left leg going into that happy baby. Just rest your right hand on the belly or out to the side. See if you can take your left thigh close to the floor. 2, 1. Slowly extend that left leg all the way down. Give it a shake and bring the right knee in. Gentle shift side to side. Full twist. Open through that right hip, right side body. Breathe into it. Let the gaze softly fall to the right. And coming through center. Your right hand goes onto the inside of the right knee and then reaches for the right foot. I should have said that before, really. And then let your right knee go out, half happy baby. Trying to take that right thigh down to the floor. And also try not to let the left leg lift too much. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big breath. Exhale. And then slowly take that right leg all the way down. Give that right leg a little bit of a shake out. Rest the hands on the belly, close the eyes. Spread the feet a bit wider if that makes you more comfortable through the lower body. Drop your shoulders into the yoga mat. And if you need to wriggle or fidget before you find stillness, then do that now. Get nice and comfortable. So we can take a big breath in and a big sigh out. Big breath in. Big sigh out. 2 more like that, all the way in. All the way out. All the way in. And out. Quite a lot of work through the legs, the hips, and some deep stretches through the side of the body. Just take it slow here for a few moments. Let the body absorb the effects of the practice. Try not to rush this part. Notice how easy the breath is, how long the breath is. You're going to see if you can keep that all day, that nice, soft, easy breath. Just take the very smallest amount of movement down to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. And almost let that movement ripple up towards the knuckles, the ankle, the wrist. The movement becomes even bigger. Take the arms overhead. Reach them all the way back as you're led there, your biggest, longest full body stretch. And then bring your knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Breathing in. Maybe sigh out. And then just bring it up towards a seat. However you're comfortable in a seated position. Hands rest wherever they're comfortable. Shoulders relaxed. Crown of the head nice and tall, but no stress or no force with that lift. And then bring your hands into prayer heart center. Thank yourself for making time to come and practice this morning, especially because it was extra early. Sorry, this will be the last week. But next week we're back at normal time.